everyone, Fuzz here and welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII. So we've done some optional stuff in the previous episode, as well as visiting Adia in her new residence, or old residence as the case may be, that she's now once again occupying. So we're going to begin today by heading towards the infirmary, and just saying a quick hello to Kadawaki, who is actually not here, but it doesn't matter whether she's here or not, just heading to the room with Rinoa. If Kadawaki is there, she'll just tell you to watch the place for her and then walk out anyway. So what is going on with Rinoa? She's really not doing good at all, is she? And it's time to switch over to Laguna. Before we do that though, we need to match up Kiros and Ward with whoever it is that's junctioned from our main party. I did tell you to leave the Timbermaniacs issue earlier on in Shumi Village in one of the earlier episodes. So as long as you did leave that, you'll be able to sort your junctions out here. If not, then Ward will actually be missing. But I don't know if this is a bug. Even though Selfie and Zell are fully junctioned up, their hit points are not revealing that to us as they should be. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and match those together. And then we get a lengthy scene with the three alternate party members. Just make sure you do get your junctions right, else you're going to be somewhat gimped out for this next section. Hey, that looks like the Queen of Cards. That sounded very convincing, didn't it, that dragon? Wow, what a convincing dragon. Perhaps a little too convincing, maybe. Okay, so that scene didn't exactly go according to plan, did it? Still, we get a little bit of a mini game here. And it's not too hard, actually. Just make sure that you defend when need be. When you see the guy lunging, or the dragon lunging rather. When he does a quick attack, then you're probably going to get hit unless you can defend in time. See? When he does a slow attack, then your attack can usually just about defend against it. Try that again. The controls are somewhat a bit of a nuisance because unless you press the command at the right time, it doesn't actually work, especially with defend, I've noticed. So I'm spamming defend, but he doesn't seem to want to defend just yet. Or it defends too early when it does. See, defend, defend, defend. Defend, defend, defend. It's really hard to get the timing right. Ah! Okay, I found the trick actually, guys, is really easy. Maybe I was just lucky. But just spam the attack button. Just keep spamming it. And he went down. He doesn't do his quick attack, which is the only attack that beats the Laguna's attack button. He doesn't do that all that often. So I think I actually killed him with pretty much more than half my health remaining just by not defending at all. But anyway, make sure you win that encounter. You can choose to not do it, but I do recommend you just win it. And here come Kiros and Ward. Right, and now we'll get to sort out our junctions, which I do recommend, because they'll only have the magics from the characters you selected. They won't actually have the other good stuff, okay? Which is basically the Guardian Forces. So Laguna will, but the other two folks won't. Okay, so once you're junctioned up and healed up, I'd recommend that you have the character that's using Tombury GF to have level up and level down equipped, because it means we're going to be able to draw some powerful magics from this Ruby Dragon that we're about to fight. So Tombury's level up and level down, which go onto your abilities, make sure you equip those and try and junction some powerful stuff to Vitality, as well as putting Sleep and Slow onto your status attack, because the Ruby Dragon is actually vulnerable to both, in all honesty. So I'm just going to see if we can switch some stuff around here very, very briefly. I won't be a moment. I want to try and put Slow onto Ward here. Since Kiros has Sleep on his status attack, I want Ward to have Slow on his status attack. And then just save your game. And then we can head back. You can also fight some rubbish random encounters around here, but there's no point. So this is a fixed encounter. We want to try and get this guy to level 45, which is a pretty insane level, and it will make him a challenge. But it makes the magics available to draw from him absolutely amazing. So make sure everybody has draw. At the moment he just has Aero and Fire. Nothing too exciting, but just you wait. Okay, so with this guy leveled up, it becomes an awesome opportunity to stock up on Meteor. Just make sure your magic stats as high as possible, so that you can draw it as quickly as you can. And it's also great if you need to get some of these other high level magics as well, but Meteor is really the prime goal here. So draw what you can, just make sure you keep your characters healed up as much as possible. Because although this guy's quite slow, especially if you can put him to sleep and cast Slow on him, he also does hit like a truck at this level. Once you've drawn what you want to draw from this guy, make sure you just lower his level again, and he's easy to finish off then. Once you've lowered his level, he'll stop doing his damaging attacks such as Meteor and Breath, which can be quite lethal. I had to restart this encounter because I leveled him up a little bit too much the first time, and his breath did like 7,000 points of damage to every character. And I don't think you can reduce that damage easily either. So on this occasion I leveled him up, but then leveled him down, so it was just the right level. I think it's 45 it needs to be in order to draw Meteor, which is really what we was after. You can also, if it makes it easier for you, summon the Cerberus Guardian Force to get double and triple available. That'll help you get Protect up, which does guard, I believe, against Meteor, in fact. Oh no, sorry, it guards against Breath, which is a physical attack. But it will still hurt, just bear that in mind. And down he goes. And defeating the Ruby Dragon will, unsurprisingly perhaps, bring us to another scene. Okay, so back in control of Squall once again. And we are going to head back up to the bridge area now, in order to start taking control of Garden once more. So back up once again to the 3rd floor. So we've got all our meteors ready to go now, 300 stockpiled. So don't forget, you might want to look at junctioning those. So I'm going to disembark from Garden at this point as we head back into Adea's house. Oops. Encounter none is what we're after at this stage. And we'll just see those lovely meteors we've got. Oh, look at that, 100 meteors. How marvellous. And we just need to go and speak to Adea. Okay, so there's a hint as to where we might find the White Seed ship that has Elone. And by speaking to Adea, we'll also collect a letter from her, which will actually give us access to the ship once we find it. And that's actually all we need to do here, although I am going to be doing some card stuff, so I'm going to head out to save, because I didn't collect Adea's card earlier. But you do need to, even if you're not doing cards, come over to collect that letter. So first thing now I want to do is actually abolish some of the rules that Adea is going to be using. Right, so abandoning or abolishing rules. As always, you need to have at least one rule that isn't known to the region so that the cards can get mixed. In this case we have open. So we're not going to spread that. Not just yet anyway. If it does spread, we need to try again because we want to abolish random. Which means we need to reject this 4 times. That's 3. And then we're going to play. And hopefully we'll abolish random rather than spread open. Okay, so open does have a higher chance. We just need to reload the save game and keep trying until random is abolished. I won't lie, it took quite a bit of effort to actually finally not only abolish the rules I wanted to abolish, I had to keep going to Fisherman's Horizon, but also to actually win Adea's card rather than finishing in a draw. But there we have it, that is Adea's card, which is exactly what I wanted at this point. Well, it was what I was working towards in this little section here. But don't forget, you can also play Sid. If you don't have the Cypher card from Sid, I recommend you get that because you can stick it in the top left hand corner if you go first against Adea, and it makes you immune to her Adea card taking your first turn. So it's pretty much worth it to get that anyway. But folks, I'm going to finish things off here because I'm quite worn out after all that card battling, which I've cut most of it out for you obviously. But thanks for joining me, and don't forget to hit the like button on YouTube and come back next time as we continue on with Final Fantasy VIII. Bye for now.